Every time we upgrade our phones, watch a movie, plug in our cars, we're relying on something we rarely think about: critical materials. Lithium, nickel, rare earth elements, they power the technologies we depend on every day.
But getting these materials comes at a cost. Across the world, processing critical materials like the rare earth elements requires massive facilities, large amounts of water, and a lot of energy. Just to produce a single ton of material, you'd need about 20,000 gallons of water. That's basically what the average American uses in an entire year. And that 1 ton, that's only enough to build just over 100 electric vehicles. To put that into perspective, more than 20 million electric vehicles were sold worldwide in 2025 alone.
The extraction and processing behind these materials are incredibly resource intensive, leaving behind damaged ecosystems, toxic waste, and massive environmental strain.
So we need to ask ourselves, can we process these critical materials in a cleaner, smarter way?
The solution might be a lot simpler than you'd expect.
They're membranes. Membranes are like filters. They separate particles from one another based on their chemical and physical properties. Take the way that you brew coffee. The water and the flavor compounds go through the filter, while the coffee grounds stay out. It's a simple idea, but incredibly powerful. I like a little scenery with my coffee. This is much better. Let's look at a different example. If this forest were a membrane, then small particles would be able to navigate through the trees and the fallen branches, but larger particles would struggle to get through. Separating critical materials, such as the rare earth elements, is more challenging because they're nearly identical in size. So membranes can't rely on size alone. In this case, the membrane behaves more like the Amazon rainforest, a dense, complex environment where every particle's journey depends on how it interacts with its environment. The wanted particles are guided through, kind of like how Tarzan swings through the jungle, while unwanted particles are left out.
Compared to current processing technologies, which consume huge amounts of water and energy, membranes offer a different approach.
Instead of relying on harsh and resource-intensive processing methods, membranes can separate and recover critical materials more efficiently. In some cases, they can reduce both water consumption and energy usage by up to 50%.
That means the same 100 electric vehicles could potentially be produced using only half the yearly water intake of an average American.
Because at a certain point, engineering and policy stop being just about performance and output. They become a responsibility to the communities living near these facilities, to the air that we breathe, and to the water that we drink. Demand for critical materials is only growing. How we choose to meet that demand will define the world we leave our future generations. So let's choose membranes, because the technologies we rely on every day shouldn't come at the expense of the environment and the communities that supply them.